Welcome to Alex's English Lessons! Today we're going to learn how to make our very own Very Hungry Caterpillar masks.
To make our hungry caterpillar masks, we will need a pencil, scissors, a paper plate, or just a normal piece of paper or card is fine, as we can cut out the shape from the paper, a piece of string to tie it around our head, and we can use plain paper which we paint on, or you can use colored paper, and that is to make the ears, the eyes, and the mouth. We can use the colors yellow and green for the eyes, and blue and purple for the ears, and black for the mouth. But we don't have to. We can use whatever colors we want. Oh, and don't forget, we will need a paintbrush for doing the painting, and it's a good idea to put paper down on any table to protect the table. Remember, when we are using scissors, we need to ask help from an adult. First, I'm going to take my pencil and draw a line, a semicircular line, across the bottom of the plate. I've drawn the line onto the plate or onto the paper. You can take your scissors and, under the supervision of an adult or asking an adult to help you, you can cut out along the line in your plate or piece of paper. We're going to draw one circle for the nose. We will draw 4 oval circles for the eyes. They will be 2 different sizes, dos tamaños. And later we will draw 2 long ears. You should have a circle for the nose, 4 circles for the eyes. 2 circles are smaller and 2 are bigger. And then you should have 2 long ears. Before I paint the nose, eyes, and ears, I need to cut them out. So remember, you need supervision from an adult or ask an adult to help you cut them out. Now have 2 ears. You have 2 eyes, and each eye will have a different part of different sizes. And you will have the black nose, which actually could be a mouth. I'm not sure if it's a mouth or a nose. Before we add colour to our caterpillar's face, we need to cut holes for the eyes. That is so we can see through the mask. So with a pencil, you need to draw small holes on the paper plate or on the piece of paper. You need to draw holes on each of the 4 circles for the eyes. And once you've drawn the circles, you're going to fold it in half. And under supervision from an adult or asking an adult to help you, you can use your scissors to cut around the hole as it's in half. So you cut around, and then when you fold it back out, you've got a perfect hole that you can see through. As you can see, I'm making a new face because these eye holes are too far apart. So I'm going to put these eyes closer together and then cut them out. Okay, as you can see, my eye holes are not perfect at all, but don't worry, when you paint the mask, it will look absolutely fine. You need 2 small holes. This will be to tie the string through the holes so you can tie it around your head. I must ask you, please, please, please ask an adult for help for this part, as it's dangerous, as you need to use scissors to cut the small holes. So please ask help from an adult. Please ask them to do this. Thank you. Once you have cut all of the eye holes, you are now ready to colour in the parts of the caterpillar's head. You can use whatever you want. You can use pencils, you can use paints, you can use crayons, you can use pens, you can use whatever you want. I'm going to use paint today. So the way I'm going to paint the head is I'm going to paint the main head red. I'm going to paint the ears blue. I'm going to paint the big part of the eyes yellow, the small part of the eyes green, and the mouth or the nose, I'm not quite sure what that part is, I'm going to paint black. Remember to put down newspaper or something else to guard the table that you are painting on, okay? And to wear an apron. We don't want any paint going on tables or on your clothes. Once you've finished painting, you'll have a red face, a black mouth, nose, green and yellow eyes, and blue ears. But wait a minute. Do caterpillars have ears? Caterpillars do not have ears. In fact, they cannot hear at all. Many caterpillars do have tentacles which sit on the top of their head. These tentacles, like ears, are sensory organs and can aid in the navigation of the caterpillar.
Some caterpillars have tentacles at the front and the back. The tentacles at the front are tactile and aid in navigation. The tentacles in the back are to trick predators who might try to eat them. Instead of eating their heads, they will go for their behinds. You might be wondering then, where are caterpillars' antennae? Unlike butterflies and moths, caterpillar antennae are actually extremely small. The antennae, located in the caterpillar's head, help caterpillars smell and find food. They also sense changes in the air and can sense vibrations.
Next, we will need glue to stick the tentacles, the eyes, and the mouth nose to the face of our caterpillar mask. I'm going to put some glue on the bottom of the tentacles and then I'm going to stick them under the red face like this. Stick that down and then repeat with the other tentacle here. Next, we're going to glue the big yellow parts of the eyes, and we will stick the big yellow parts directly on to our caterpillar face, lining up the hole with the hole of the face. You'll then stick the other big yellow part of the other eye onto the face too. Next, we will glue and stick the small green parts of the eye on top of the yellow parts, making sure it lines up with the hole. And finally, once we have the eye stuck down, we will stick down the black nose or mouth. What is it? Is it a mouth? Is it a nose? What do you think? There we have our caterpillar's face. It's a red face with a black nose, mouth. I'm still not sure which one it is. Is it a nose? Is it a mouth? Got yellow and green eyes and blue tentacles. Finally, we need to use the string, and we're going to tie it through these two holes, and using this string, it will tie the mask around your head. Please ask an older brother or sister or an adult to help you. You can thread the string through the holes, and at the end make a knot. This way, when you pull the string, it doesn't come through the mask. And there we have it. Your very own A Very Hungry Caterpillar mask. Now let's read the storybook. Woohoo!
Un bichín existió. Qué sé yo, qué soñó, qué sintió. Sin algún indicio da,
Fallaba siempre.
lleno de seguridad.
Hay gente que no tiene
No era muy perspicaz.
no es tan importante.
Su existir él entendió. Ahora es. Come on, my darling, my sweetheart, my precious. Everything's gonna be fine. It's got to be, but it's got a gun. Still got the safety on. Tell me you know how to drive, and we'll be alright. Right